Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're taking over Magical's YouTube channel to roast some cold emails. My name is Will Padilla. I've been in software sales for about 4 years. I'm a senior account executive. I've been in sales for close to 8. I run a social media account you guys might know of on TikTok called Sell That SaaS, and I talk about software sales and best practices for sellers to crush their sales quota. And I'm joined with my good friend, Vin Matano.
Ben Matano here, been in the tech sales space for the past 5.5, 6 years or so. And I'm really excited to dive into this because cold email is one of my passions, area of expertise for me. I make a lot of content online about cold email best practices, how to get more wins with cold email. And there's about 7 emails here, and we're going to rank them from best to worst. We're going to critique them, praise them, and everything in between.
Let's go. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to get started. So this is the first one. So Vin, what do you think? Do you want to read this first one aloud?
Yeah, let's do it. So right off the bat, also, before I even get into it, I don't know if they purposely left the subject line off of this or not, but there's no subject lines. First thing I noticed. It says, "Hey name, saw you are in the marketing space. Are you using cold email? We're launching a database focused on SaaS companies since there is a gap in the market and running a pre-launch lifetime deal to celebrate. Would you like more info on this?" Want to take the first stab at it, Will, or you want me to go into it?
I mean, we can both agree on the subject line. Like I think the seller forgot to put the subject. So if you're watching and you're a seller, always double check the email before it goes out.
Yeah, there's no subject line. Also, I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to be personalized by saying you're in the marketing space. However, this is a very, very lazy way to do personalization. They could be a lot more specific than that. You could literally send this to all marketers and it would apply, which means it's not really good personalization. So you could change that to say, "Hey, I saw you've been leading marketing at X company for 5 years." That's a lot more specific and it shows that you've done your research versus just saying, "Hey, I saw you're in the marketing space." It's kind of like that meme on LinkedIn that's like, "Hey, I saw you breathe air. I do as well. We should connect."
Yeah.
Right? It's a lazy personalization.
It is. Yeah. I mean, I'd agree with the intro. For the second part here, I think that there's a lot of assumption. They're saying there is a gap in the market. You don't actually know that your prospect has that gap because you're just assuming. So I think maybe asking something or kind of giving a little bit more information on what you do. So I'd maybe change it to we're a database focused on SaaS companies that does X, Y, and Z. We're helping companies you might know of, such as X, Y, and Z achieve this, would it make sense to set up a time to chat? So I think it's not even just saying like there's a gap in the market because that can be pretty vague. I think just going into who we are, who we support, and seeing if it would make sense to set up a conversation.
I do like actually their call to action. That's the one thing I do like about this. And it's also a short email, which I appreciate. But the call to action is a soft call to action. It's more of an interest-based call to action. So like
Mm,
with more info on it, it's doesn't put a lot of pressure on the prospect to say yes. So I like that. And for the sake of time, your boy bought out some postcards. I'm giving this a 4. A solid 4.
dude, should have not let me know you're bringing postcards.
I
I
just
would have,
thought of it.
I
This
would have.
email gets this gets a 4 from me.
Oh, come on, bro. I would love to do that. All right. This one gets it gets honestly a 2 because they forgot the subject.
Yeah, that's true.
They're being not smart with the just sending off random emails here. Okay. Vin rated this one a 2. Or Vin rated this one a 4. I rated this one a 2. Next email. Okay. All right. I'll read this one for everyone. So subject line, why aren't you taking my money? Okay. Well, I'll give feedback on this. Hey, first name. So obviously they forgot to personalize that. Is there a reason why you haven't at least automated your onboarding? Is it holding you back? It's holding you back from scaling. Picture an agency like yours once struggled to grow, wasting money on employees when a machine should be doing the job error-free. They were stuck and couldn't scale until Lift Plus stepped in. We automated their process with Zapier, transforming hours of work into seconds, allowing them to focus on growth and innovation. We save over 300 hours per week. Is this interesting? Can I share how we do it?
Subject line, super brash. You're definitely going to get high opens, but one, it's too brash, and two, it also doesn't. I don't really get the relevancy of that subject line, in my opinion, and it's too long. It's brash. You'll get an open. I don't think it's going to lead to a response, and it's way too long. I'm not a fan of the subject line.
I agree. It's like way too forward and almost comes off like desperate.
Yeah.
Let's go to the subject or the intro. Is there a reason why you haven't at least automated your onboarding? It's holding you back from scaling. My first thought is this is way too assumptive, way too direct, something that you actually don't know the answer to, and you're assuming about your prospect, and it automatically puts them in almost like a defensive state of telling them that they have a problem.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This is kind of risky because like if they are doing that, it could work, but like you said, it could put them on the defense. But if they already are automating it, then this email just falls flat right away. So there's got to be a way where you can kind of tee up the same argument without actually assuming it, like you had said.
Right. So intro, you can definitely have changed this. You could have an intro like, hey, I noticed that you may not be automating your onboarding. Could totally be misreading this. However, I wanted to reach out about your onboarding process and see if there's a potential for you to, or see, wanted to reach out about your onboarding process and see if there's any initiatives from you to scale that process or something like that.
Well, I think you can make this even shorter too. So I think like you can say you can start it off with like not automating your onboarding can hold you back from scaling. That's a true statement. Whether you're not saying they're doing it, you're saying that could occur. So that I think that's a way you can just shorten it and get to the point you're trying to make. And then the second piece of this, it's just way too long. Like I just already skipped over reading it and I'm the one supposed to be reviewing this. I think
Mhm.
you could just combine that with the third line and just say, we saved, agency A saved 300 hours per week by automating their process through Zapier.
Mm.
And that could be like a super, super, super quick three-line sentence. And then their CTA is great. Is this can I show you how we do it?
I
I would
like
just
that.
I would remove is this interesting? I would just go right to can I show you how we do it? And that would be like super, super quick. And that would also really work really well on like a LinkedIn DM as well.
Mm. I like that. I don't really have any suggestions other than that.
I'm gonna rate this one. Actually, you know what? I'm rating this one a 6 because
Uh,
there's potential. It's not good as it is, but there's potential. The subject line makes me want to put it at a 5 because it's so bad. But the email itself has a lot of potential. I just think if they just reworded things and removed a lot of extra words, it could be a really great email. So I'm gonna give it a 6.
nice. I'm gonna give it a 5 because of the picture and agency like yours once struggled to grow. I'm like, bruh, like
Yeah.
how do you're just calling me out like that?
Yeah, yeah. And they should just like, yeah, that's pretty bad. There's a
I
lot of
would
bad in here. There's a lot
I
of
would
bad.
I would love a little compliment to be like, yo, I see you're crushing it. I think there's some improvements we can make, but I think you're crushing it. Like, so I'm gonna give it a 5 based on that.
Fair enough. That's fair.
All right, next email, guys. Vin, you want to read this one?
Yep. Hey, first name. Saw you didn't get a chance to see my last email. Here's some stuff that should be automated though. Onboarding, CRM management, customer service. Are those three things automated at all? If the answer is no, you're losing at least 5 grand to 60 grand a month. That's a huge range. Can I tell you more?
All right, tear this apart, rapid fire.
Rapid fire. One, don't say that you didn't get a chance to see my last email. They didn't see your email, so don't call out the first email. You just wasted line space right there. I would automatically delete this. Here's some stuff that should be automated though. It's super vague. Onboarding, CR management, customer service. Are those things automated? Like, why did you just ask that when you said this is automated? So it's very confusing. There's also some people don't like to have two asks in one email, which they have here. Are those being automated? Can I tell you more? Those are two asks. If no, you're losing at least 5,000 to 60K. That range is ridiculously big. I think with this email, I think you maybe should go a bit assumptive in this case because this is just, you're just like, hey, do you have this problem? I hope you do. If so, let's talk. And it's like you did no research on this. You should find like one or two things. like on part of their tech stack. Hey, I noticed you use this technology. In my experience, we know it's not that automated. It doesn't help with automated onboarding. We could help you save around 25K per month if we just help you automate this. Can I tell you more? Like
Mm,
they could easily change that. The CTAs are actually really good in all these emails, I think. Can I tell you more is actually a pretty good CTA.
I'd agree. All right, I'll tear it apart here in a second.
Go for it.
Um, so you didn't get a chance to see my email. I would just put following up here. Uh, I would not put here some stuff that should be automated though. The grammar is just bad. It sounds weird. It's getting deleted in 2 seconds. Um, I would say here's some things that we can help automate and then list some things. And then as you said, Vin, here's how we're helping this company automate this. By the way, you're giving way too big of a range, 5 to 60K a month. Like you need to actually make it tangible for a prospect to understand. So an example would be 10 to 20K, 15 to 20K, something a little bit smaller of a range where they can conceptualize. Can I tell you more is okay? I'm gonna have to agree with you. I don't think that you can, I can't really tear that up too much. But yeah, what are we rating that email?
3.
Yeah, it's a three for me too because of honestly, it's like the grammar of here's some stuff that should be automated though.
Yeah, honestly, I might even go down to a 2 now that you mentioned it. Like I didn't the grammar is so bad. Like it's not even like a playful grammar where it's like, oh, the grammar's bad, but it's playful. It's like it just doesn't make I might actually bump it to a 2. It's getting demoted.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
three.
2.
Ben's got his cool post-its, but I have I can just do this for you guys. That's a three.
All right.
Next one. A LinkedIn DM. Okay. Um, all right, we got Abdul Ram. Hopefully I'm not pronouncing that wrong. Hey Brett, given your friend, how many times have we gotten these type of messages, bro? It's like so annoying.
Yep.
So, I mean, given your track record, I believe there's a fantastic opportunity for us to collaborate. Imagine the potential synergy between our cutting edge email marketing strategies and I would just, sorry, I can't even get through it. It's a delete automatically.
Let me tell you something. This guy paid for this email. There's like because like you said, we get so many of these emails through the DM. There's someone pitching their cold email course like for like agencies and stuff like that. And this is the crap that you get when you buy like someone's email templates and email sequences. This is so bad. Um, Given your impressive track record, be specific. What about the track record? Was it somewhere I worked? Was it an achievement I had? Was it like what do you mean by that? I believe there's a fantastic opportunity for us to collaborate. Okay. And then he just goes into like a lot of marketing, like lingo, cutting edge email marketing strategies. Like this is not specific at all. And the CTA is lost in here. Let's discuss how we can turn this vision into a reality, propel your business forward. How about a quick call next week? Too long, and it's also like too aggressive of a close for a cold email, I think, or a cold outreach.
The worst thing in the world as a prospect is to, even if you're like, let's just say you're being nice and you accept this call, you really internally don't know what you're having the meeting about. And so what happens, right? Prospects ghost you. They say, nah, this isn't something I want to explore because in this message, there's not a really clear-cut reason of why you're reaching out and what you can help with. So as a
Mhm.
seller, when you're in a DM, be quick to the point of those two things. And if they do book a meeting with you, there's a higher chance they're going to show.
Yeah, and he's not using this real estate right either. Like this is LinkedIn DM. So LinkedIn DM is so tiny. The fact that he just bunched all these words together, like you didn't even read the whole thing because it's hard to read.
I
So
would have
like
just blocked him actually.
yeah, you don't even read, you just see a big block of text. Nobody reads it. You just automatically remove it and block it. So like for that reason, he gets a 1.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a zero because he'd be blocked. And I get this like 10 times a week and I just block them.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Oh God. All right,
All
I'll
right.
take this because you're the last one. All right. So this one off the bat, subject line, we offer best cheap marketing services with 4 exclamation points. Dear sir or madam, or I hope everything is well with you. I'm reaching to you personally for my business to tell you everything you need about your great and low cost marketing services. We can generate you a lot of money, and our clients will tell you the same. We offer many services. Many services that I'm sure you'll benefit from. Um, and they list a few: SEO, social, email, e-commerce. We have a large team based in New York. All right, so I'm going to stop pause right here because there's a lot to read. Right off the bat, besides the grammatical errors, there's something in sales that's called an IU ratio. And so whenever you're writing a cold email, the email should be about them and how you can help them or something that they're experiencing. And if you just look right off the bat as I'm reading this, there's we. It should all be about you. So there's so many we's like about their company, about their business. I'm reaching you. There's too many I's. It's basically all about them and not about the actual prospect themselves.
I'm like, bro, this looks like a scammer email, like hella aggressive, like double explanation. You will not ever be disappointed by us. Please, let's book a 60-minute call. We can discuss all of our services.
Yeah. And the fact that he started with dear sir or madam, one,
Like,
don't send an email with dear. And sir and madam is just generalized, so you don't have their name. In fact, you don't even need their name at all. Making it having sir, madam is way, way, way too formal.
just use their first name. It's not that hard.
First name, or just don't even use a name at all. Just I'd rather nothing.
Yeah. Facts. Okay, I'm gonna give that a 0. I mean, because I'm just gonna rate this as like I'm just deleting this. Like I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. It's just getting deleted.
This is not even you can't even save this email. Like the other ones, I was like, okay, yeah, I changed some things around and moved somewhere. This one you can't even save. You'd have to just blow it all up and start from scratch. So this gets a big fat 0. And I'm even gonna rip it because that's how bad it is.
RIP. All right. This looks like it's a LinkedIn message. Hey bro. Hey bro. Checked out your social profile. Checked out your Facebook profile. Wow. I like all your posts from last year. I have a software that will make all your dreams come true. If you don't mind me asking, what's your budget? Your Facebook friend, Gary. Delete. I don't mind. Here's the thing. I'm chill. I don't mind the bro. If people call me bro, I don't mind it. Um, however, you're getting deleted because I have a software that'll make all your dreams come true. What's your budget? What's my budget for what? For my dreams? I'll say, what's that line from Austin Powers? It says $1 million. I would just say that.
Yeah, the bro thing, I don't think I would be too upset about it, but it's definitely something that's unnecessary and would be polarizing that could like damage your email performance. So it's just not necessary. So just use their name. I actually really like the first sentence, so they just need to personalize it a little more. So like you could say, "Hey, checked out your LinkedIn profile. I liked all your posts about cold email marketing that you make." Like that would be a really, really great intro. So I actually don't mind that. And then to your point, like super vague. I have software that makes your dreams come true. Sounds like an infomercial. And then he asks for your budget. That is just kind of random. A budget for what? And also, you didn't have the right to ask for budget yet. They don't know who you are.
Yeah, I guess I don't mind the intro. Like I liked all your posts from last year. Like a little creepy, but I'm like, dang, dude's trying to like butter me up a bit.
Well, it depends what the industry is, right? If you're selling into like the D2C space, checking out someone's Facebook, I don't think is uncomfortable. But if I'm selling enterprise SaaS software and I said, "Hey, I checked out your Facebook profile," you're like, "Whoa, back up." So there needs to be context, right? I think like you should go where your buyers are. Like there's some people that sell to engineers that like maybe will spend time on Reddit or like places that I don't know engineers spend time on, right? So I think it's okay depending on who you're reaching out to. Like I said, if it's D2C, I think it's cool to say you saw someone on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok.
Yeah,
If it's enterprise sales, probably don't say that.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Know your market, everyone.
Know your
Okay.
market. This guy's getting a 1 just
Oh yeah.
because the first line's okay, and that's just about it. So he gets a 1.
I'll give him a 3 because he seems like a nice guy because he liked all my posts.
Dude, Gary, I need a friend like Gary to like all my stuff, honestly.
All right, last one here. Google Universal Analytics backup support for company name. Or yeah. Hi, first name. I was checking out your website and thought you might require support for backing up historical data in our Google Universal Analytics backup support for uh that's this is just a lot
It's a
of,
lot.
yeah.
All right, guys, those are the emails for today. This one, I'm going to give it a 3 because I think it's a good structure, but a little too wordy. If you've enjoyed these email takedowns, hopefully we'll do more of these. Let me know in the comments which email was your favorite.
Thanks everyone. Later.
All right, and that's it. We looked at 6 or 7 emails. We found some that are good. We found some that are bad. We found some that are okay. We found some that are just flat out not usable. Comment below which email was your favorite, and let us know if you guys are interested in more topics like this, where we can do more deep dives on cold email best practices. See you guys.